I'm not going to lie, I'm a little concerned about the future of college football, and this story featuring UNLV quarterback Matthew Sluka really hits a lot of these points, and this is developing. We still don't know all the facts, so let me lay out the basics. And for those who don't know, NCAA athletes can now be paid through the NIL program, where they're compensated for the use of their name, image, and likeness, which I think is great. These massive schools make millions off of athletes. I think it's good that they can earn some back. Additionally, the NCAA looks a lot more like pro sports, with athletes transferring between schools and often encouraged to transfer through the promise of money, which I'm admittedly a little more concerned about. Anyway, today UNLV quarterback Matthew Sluka posted today saying, "I've decided to utilize my redshirt year and will not be playing in any additional games this season. I committed to UNLV based on certain representations that were made to me, which were not upheld after I enrolled. Despite discussions, it became clear that these commitments would not be fulfilled in the future. I wish my teammates the best of luck and hope for the continued success of the program." So what he's really saying there is that I was promised money and I'm not getting it. What's unclear as of yet is we don't know exactly what happened. The rumor is that he was promised a certain amount of money to play for the school and they completely did not pay up, in which case I think most people would be pretty cool with him transferring to a different school or redshirting. And I think the NCAA had a really good statement about this. The NCAA fully supports college athletes profiting from their NIL, but unfortunately there is little oversight or accountability, and far too often promises made to student athletes are broken. The thing is, various college football insiders, including most notably Carl Reed Jr., are saying that, no, this is actually a different situation. He says, and I quote, that the financial commitments for UNLV QB Matthew Sluka were completely met, but after wins against KU and Houston, his family hired an agent and they collectively feel that his market value has increased. So they want essentially more NIL money, which the school cannot meet according to other insiders, and so he's going to redshirt and then transfer after the season. If that's true, I think most people will agree that's pretty shitty and, more concerningly, totally against the spirit of college football. I mean, leaving your team in the middle of the season is not okay. I understand that players have a limited earning window, especially if they're not going to go pro, but something better than this needs to be implemented because this is a mess. Anyway, the school itself put out a statement saying that Matthew's agent made financial demands which it interpreted as against the NCAA's rules for paid for play. So yeah, the situation is really clear as mud. I don't know, also keep in mind in 3 games this season, he had a completion percentage of 43%. He's thrown for 300 yards and 6 touchdowns. So I mean, big wins, but I don't know. It's clear as mud. Some of this is backroom deals made by coaches or assistant coaches, not put on paper. There's back and forth facts. Making this all more confusing is the fact that one of the running backs for UNLV, Michael Allen, is also hitting the transfer portal, but apparently it's due to playtime and he's not being paid, but I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. By the way, I got a bunch of years of eligibility left. I played backup quarterback a few times because I knew the running playbook in high school if someone wants to hit me up. You'll never see a better handoff to a halfback dive, I promise.